Thank you for participating today. You do know that this is for one of my classes and that anything that is said is not confidential. I do have to share it with my class and my instructor, and it is a YouTube video.
I understand that.
Okay. You have signed the consent form?
Yes, I have.
Okay. This is a participation in, for me, for listening. So I just need you to tell me a story, or whatever you want to tell me.
Well, what I would like to talk to you about is the Windows 10 operating system. Finally, as it seems, Microsoft has listened to the users. What they've done, if you were to compare the Mac OS interface, they've integrated a lot of the same features with new functionalities that make it easier for the users to use a combination of the older style interface on the desktops along with the newer style interface that can actually help them separate their work into different areas. For example, like the Mac OS, you can now have multiple desktops. If you have one for your homework, one for your web browsing, one for your favorite hobby, all you have to do is click on this desktop and it will bring up all of the icons and shortcuts associated with that particular desktop. These are not integrated onto any of the other desktops. You will save them as your own. This is a functionality feature a lot of people have been asking for a long time. Another thing that they've done, when they went to Windows 8.1, they went way too far with the tiles. They didn't completely eliminate the tiles, but what they did is they brought back the start menu in which you can also access the tiles, but also access your applications in the standard fashion of a desktop that most users are familiar with.
Do you think that this is going to help new users?
It will help new users, and it will also help older users that kind of get set in their ways, and it'll help them transition more into the newer style of interface.
So Windows 10 is going to be easier to use versus an older operating system.
Absolutely. It has a lot of the features of the older operating systems that nearly everyone is familiar with. But it also gives you and teaches you better how to utilize the newer features that they would like everybody to use. Another thing about Windows 10 is that they're going cross-platform with this. And what I mean by that is, unlike previous Windows versions, you had this version for a tablet, this version for a phone, and this version for a laptop. There is one Windows 10 version that spans all devices. So whatever you do will integrate seamlessly across every device you have, provided that it supports Windows 10.
So this is going to make it easier for everybody to use everything, since it'll be one operating system and they don't have to learn new ones for each device.
Absolutely. And this is one of the biggest advances that Microsoft has made. It seems that they have finally listened to their customer base, and they're giving their customer base what they need. As an added bonus, they're kind of following in line with Apple. A lot of people can't understand, well, they're big competitors. Why? For the most part, Apple, whenever they come out with a new version of the operating system, it doesn't cost anything. When Windows 10 is released in July of 2015, for the first year, anyone running anywhere from a Windows 7 PC up to a Windows 8.1 PC can now download this Windows 10 for the first year.
So after the first year, do they have to pay for it?
Yes, then they'll have to pay for it. Pricing is yet unknown, but if you have, say, Windows 7 or Windows 8.1 Professional, the version of Windows 10 that you get will be the equivalent version. So you're not going to miss any of the features or functionalities. As with Microsoft, they have the home, the basic, the professional, and basically the ultimate. These different versions have different functionalities. The Windows 10 version that you upgrade to will be equivalent to what you have already.
So the Windows 10 operating system is going to match what you already have.
Exactly.
So you're not going to actually lose any functionality. You'll still be able to do what you need to do.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. And by doing that, it also eliminates the need of having to go out and people thinking, now I got to buy a new computer. Well, Microsoft is telling everybody, if you're running a computer or a device that has these operating systems, you don't have to buy a new computer to upgrade to this operating system. You can download it and you can run it, and it's free of charge. Many of you, if you've noticed, on the bottom right-hand corner for the Windows users, there's a Windows icon, a Windows logo. If you click on that, it's preparing you for the Windows 10 download, if you so choose. You do not have to take the download, but remember, you have a year from the release date to download your free copy of it and install it.
So the computers already are being prepared for the release of Windows 10, right, with the icon.
Yes,
So all you have to do is click on it and follow the steps.
Yes, and it's very simple. If you're happy